Newswatch. Hear how Iowa State is participating in the fight against sexual assault.
And hear how the ISU Department of Residence is planning to deal with over-enrollment.
The Iowa State gymnastics team is back in action for regionals this weekend. I'll have that and more coming up in your Cyclone Sports.
And we have a line of showers and thunderstorms coming into the area tonight. Some could be severe. We'll have all that and much more coming up.
This is Newswatch 18. Newswatch 18 starts now.
Happy April Fool's Day and welcome to the April 1st edition of Newswatch. I'm Megan Gilbert.
And I'm Jessica O'Reilly. Thanks for joining us.
Iowa State is one of 28 universities that will take part in a national survey on sexual assault this April. The survey, created by the Association of American Universities, will be one of the largest sexual assault surveys conducted, with over 800,000 students participating. Each school will receive the same survey, but will include 5 additional campus-specific questions to understand how familiar students are with their campus support services, faculty resources, and ways to report assault. The survey will be sent out this month, and President Leith says some students have already had the survey open to them.
With an increase of students and not enough housing, construction has taken place all over Ames. One housing decision has created a controversy among the Iowa State community. An area next to Buchanan Hall has been assigned for the construction of new dorm housing. However, there is not enough room. Two trees dating back to 1800s will be cut down this spring in order to make room for the housing. The hackberry and black walnut are in excellent condition and are some of the oldest of their species on campus. Many students and faculty are upset with this decision as they see the trees as a beautiful and irreplaceable piece of Iowa State's history. Members of the Department of Residence say that they have transplanted trees of the area to other places on campus, but these 2 trees couldn't be moved. Iowa State has many constructional projects underway, including the building of Sigma Chi fraternity right across the street. The hackberry and black walnut will be cut down before the start of construction on May 11th.
Although Visha will not be making a comeback this spring, the Iowa State Police Department will be making a continued effort to communicate safety tips with students. In conjunction with Access, the ISU PD wants students to understand sexual assault and know where they can go to find help if necessary. Previously, the campaign was during the week of Visha to encourage safe party habits for students. The police will be parked on the south side of Parks Library April 9th, handing out free t-shirts.
Indiana is sparking a lot of controversy after passing a law that would allow businesses to prohibit LGBT members and supporters from entering their stores. Connecticut, Washington, and New York have all banned state funding travel to the state, and companies like Gap and Subaru have done the same.
Creations by Iowa State students will be seen with the launch of a new venture by one Iowa grocery company. Fairway is expanding from retail to wholesale, and the company reached out to the ISU College of Design to help create a new corporate identity. Fairway is launching their expansion called Midwest Quality Wholesale, which will help better serve current Fairway stores, prepare for company growth, and attract other businesses in need of safe, non-toxic cleaning products. Design students helped to develop a logo and website for the new company. The website launched on January 1st.
Alcohol, a powdered form of alcohol, has been making headlines lately. After being approved by the FDA on March 10th, a firestorm of complaints began. Many individuals are concerned that the powder will be easily accessible to children and will be simple to sneak into public places. And now we're joined by Cassidy Mace at the desk. What's been going on in the world of Cyclone sports lately?
The Cyclone gymnastics team will be hosting regionals this weekend in Ames. Here are all the details in sports.
In your new role, we help you help. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who once took care of you.
Hi, may I please have an application? Thank you.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
Okay.
Take that first step towards a better future. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
And I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. My love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Love is kind. Love is patient.
No están nada mal.
¿Y qué tiene de raro? Bueno, la práctica hace el maestro.
No tienes que ser perfecto para ser un padre perfecto. Hay miles de adolescentes en foster care que no necesitan perfección, te necesitan a ti.
The Iowa State gymnastics team is busy preparing for their regional meet this weekend. The meet will take place here in Ames at Hilton Coliseum at 4 o'clock p.m. The Cyclones will be competing against 5 of the top teams in the country, including number 4 LSU, number 9 Nebraska, number 16 Denver, number 23 Washington, and Michigan State. Iowa State is coming off a 3rd place finish at the Big 12 Championships, where Haley Young and Caitlin Brown both took home conference titles, Young in the all-around and Brown on the uneven bars. The Cyclones will be competing at the regional meet for one of the 2 team spots going to nationals. To learn more about this weekend's regional meet or to purchase tickets, visit cyclones.com. Iowa State guard Naz Long underwent surgery this morning. The junior has been experiencing chronic pain in his left hip, which has worsened throughout the season. This morning's procedure was an arthroscopic surgery performed by Dr. Brian Warm at Mary Greeley Hospital. The surgery reportedly went well, and Long is expected to be out for 3 to 5 months. The Iowa State football team had their first outdoor practice of spring drills yesterday. The team is working hard to prepare for the Cyclone Gridiron Club spring game, which is less than 2 weeks away. The game will start at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday, April 11th. With new additions to the team and tailgating events for fans, this is a great chance to get out and watch some football while getting a preview of next fall season. And that's all for this edition of Cyclone Sports. It was a beautiful day today, but will this great weather stick around?
Yeah, we had all that warmth and heat today. We got into the 80s, but that's prompted all of these storms moving through tonight. Some of them could be severe with wind and hail as the main threats. We'll have all that coming up.
Me dijeron que no debía soñar. Me llamaron pedazo de basura y juraron que eso es todo lo que llegaría a ser. Dijeron que una botella no podría ver el océano. Ríndete. Regresa al basurero. Pero no les hice caso. Me abrí paso. Y ahora estoy aquí. Soy lo que siempre quise ser.
did you go to the schoolyard? Calm down, please. Where did you look? We can make a plan somehow if I just... He's a smart boy, and he's gonna be okay. Okay, try to call him again. There's no reception. Everything is down. Try! I can't. Try already! Nothing's working. Well, just everything's down. Do you think he's on his way? Please. Is he okay? Laura. Please tell me he's okay. I need you to calm down. What? It's my baby. This is so bad. He's out there by himself.
Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Don't let E. coli mosh with your food. An estimated 3,000 Americans die from a foodborne illness each year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So always separate raw meat from vegetables. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
So look at what you can expect for the rest of the week. We'll see some thunderstorms roll in tonight, but that is associated with the cold front that's moving through. It'll cool us down a little bit, not drastically. We're talking highs in the 60s. But the winds will decrease finally as that front moves through. We've been pretty windy the last few days. We had some major heat today with 83 in Des Moines, 80s across the entire state, even 86 over in Sioux City. Very warm conditions, definitely not normal for this time of year. The current conditions outside the studio, we're seeing 71 in Ames. That wind is still pretty brisk with south-southeast at 14 miles an hour. And the current winds, you see them all coming from the south. That's bringing up that warm air from the south, and you see it's coming in pretty fast with 20 in Ottumwa and 15 in Des Moines, so that's bringing all that warm air up. The current temperatures are not too bad right now. We're seeing 71 in Ames, 70 in Waterloo, and 67 over in Mason City. That cold front, though, is beginning to enter the state, and that's why you saw 63 over in Sioux City. The clouds and radar associated with that cold front, we're seeing those storms. The reds here are very locally heavy rainfalls, and you will see some lightning and thunder with that, maybe even some hail. I think the severe threat will taper off as the night goes on, so we could see some strong thunderstorms for the central part of the state here, but maybe a little bit of hail. I don't think we'll see too much, though, and some pretty strong winds associated with that radar. The bigger picture, though, is down to the south where they've been seeing storms all day long, even in Missouri, over to Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, and even Arkansas. So very strong thunderstorms there. They've been seeing some pretty good-sized hail. Lows tonight, we're looking to drop down into the 50s here for Ames, where that cold front has been. They're going to be in the 40s with 48 in Fort Dodge. And tomorrow, if you measure your weather in clothes, this is sweatshirt weather here. 65 in Ames, 66 in Fort Dodge. Still pretty nice and above average for this time of year. The Futurecast will show these line of storms move off. It looks worse than it does on Futurecast. It'll just be a rumble or two, pass pretty quickly through, and as Friday goes in, we can see some, yes, possibly some snow, rain mix on Friday night, but don't worry, it shouldn't accumulate too much, and if we do get snow, it'll melt pretty quickly. Here's that very colorful picture. You see these reds here are red flag warnings. That's for extreme fire conditions. This brown here is fire weather watch again, and this pink here is that severe thunderstorm watch. Ames is not included in that. It is off to the west, and these yellows down here are severe thunderstorms that are beginning to pop up. But as the night goes on, it is looking to die down a little bit, so we shouldn't see too bad of storms here in Ames. And as we look for tonight, we're seeing 50 here overnight. Some thunderstorms moving through. Those winds will be south at 18 to 23 miles an hour. But once that front passes through, those winds will calm down. You see north-northwest winds 8 to 14 miles an hour with 50 degrees tomorrow. Looking for the rest of the week, we should see 62 on Saturday, pretty pleasant 7-day for the rest of the week with 60s. And as we head into Tuesday, we should get up to the 50s, and Wednesday is looking to be 53 degrees.
On behalf of the staff here at ISU TV, we'd like to congratulate Michelle Schoening on being newly elected as the new General Manager of ISU TV. Michelle currently serves as our news director and will be taking over for Chrissy Amaya, who will be graduating at the end of this semester. Congratulations once again, Michelle, and we wish you the best of luck with your new position. And that's all for this April edition of Newswatch.
Come back next week to stay updated on all things going on in Iowa State and the Ames community.
From all of us at ISU TV, have a great night, Ames.